Really, they didn't have any dirt on me. I'm such a good little boy. Louise should be worried though.
Did we practice these before? Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've had all a fantastic day so far.
Obviously, we're hoping the best is still to come with our speech.
I'm Mickey, and this is Dave. We are the Groom's brothers.
Can I just say, Paul, me and Mickey, on behalf of both of us, are absolutely delighted for you to choose as your best men. We haven't actually taken this act lightly. We've gone around, we've spoken to a lot of people about the best way to do a best man speech. The one thing they'll say is the speech should not last longer than the groom does in bed. Thank you very much.
May we just say how lovely Louise is looking today. You scrub up all right. Sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm sure you look fantastic in your wedding photos.
Obviously, there's two people here today. I mean, without them, this day wouldn't be really what it is. I'm sure as the evening goes on, you're going to want to spend more time with them. So we just raise a toast to the bar staff.
Obviously, Paul, we haven't forgotten you. You all are looking great today. I'm glad to say you've shaved off your ginger beard.
Obviously now we're related to the Graves. That's quite an honour, and we'll also be alright for a loan.
There's a tenner, Chris.
Pete, I'm sure it don't feel like yesterday you was packing Louise off to bed with a dummy as a baby. And here we are again, 26 years later, doing exactly the same thing again.
Now, we wouldn't all be here today if I had my way. They merely missed their first date after I went out and blocked Paul's car in. Trust me, it was a close run thing of them not seeing each other again, as I nearly missed the early bird special at the Harvester.
Wow, Paul straight salad carton, made for $4.99.
See, we're professionals. Obviously, if they have missed their early birds, then Louise wouldn't have known how careful Paul really is with his money. I'm sure he would have downgraded it to KFC.
For those of you who don't actually really know how tight Paul is, I'm sure Mickey might have told you this story many times. Paul has owned the same pair of jogger ones and still bears them for the last 12 years. And they haven't cost him a fiver. Got another little story. It's now Louise, I'm sure this is the moment you've been waiting for. It's time to talk about Paul's true love, fishing. My uncle obviously a keen fisherman with him. But Paul often actually boasts of beating him. But what is it you call him, Nigel? Is it pikey, pasty Paul, isn't it? Because every single piece of fishing equipment Paul's got is broken. But that's not actually a story I'm going to tell you. A few years ago, Paul went on a fishing trip with my mum and dad's best friends. After a hard day's fishing, he went back to the caravan to relax, put away his fishing gear, not realising he hadn't actually put the lid on the maggots, which eventually got knocked over. And I believe for the next 3 or 4 months they had flies just in their caravan constantly. He never got asked back again.
Right, really? I'm sure you know... sorry, start again, sorry. I'm sure you all know how laid back Paul is, and how he wouldn't hurt a fly. The only time I've ever seen him lose his rag is when I used his razor and forgot to clean it out. And for 1 second away from hitting me. So if you ever want to annoy Paul, you know what to do.
I wouldn't shake your face, Louise. Anyway, recently, Paul went on my cousin's hen do to cook. Louise left Paul a simple list of things to do. I believe it was pick up a dress from the dry cleaners, do the hoovering, mow the lawn. Instead, Paul used up all the cutlery and whatnot, so he lived off paper plates for a weekend. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to need to get me into shape, but, well, I am really. I bought you a present, Louise. I think it's actually going to come in handy over the next few years.
Come on, hurry up.
What I've actually bought you, Louise, is a thumb support. Because I think you're going to need to put it under that thumb quite a bit. It cures RSI, apparently. And then again, Paul, you're going to be under that thumb quite a bit, so I bought you a present. When that thumb really starts to put a bruise on the big top of your bald head, I think we're going to need this. That's the way, mate. What I've actually bought you, Paul, is a builder's helmet. That'll stop all them big thumb marks in it.
No, it's me, isn't it? Where are we going here? Oh, it's me, isn't it?
To me, to you.
No? What have we done here then?
Hold on, we're just having a few technical difficulties.
Is that the one?
Yeah, that's it.
That's your one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm next, isn't I? So I'm just trying to get myself lined up. I'm next. Sorry about this.
Anyway, in all seriousness, I think it's always very apparent from early on that me and Mickey will be standing here giving this speech. It's always pretty obvious that Paul and Louise are meant to be together.
Right, might go now, yeah?
I think you all agree that Louise is Paul's perfect match. You're a great addition to our family, and we would like to welcome you. Can we please all join us in congratulating the happy couple, Mr. and Mrs. Roast.
That's it, isn't it? Sorry,
All over.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the formalities for today. Just remains for me to invite the bride and groom down to cut the cake. If you'd like to pick up your cameras and come take some photos. Also, ladies and gents, there is a guest book on the gift table in the marquee, so please make your comments.